Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be doing another book review, this time of the book Blood Meridian, or The Evening Redness in the West by Cormac McCarthy, written in, I think, 1985, exactly. So, let's just head straight into it. I've already read one of Cormac McCarthy's books, The Road, and I thought that was fantastic. Like, the relationship between father and son was amazing. Tons of people have talked about that, so you can check that out. But Blood Meridian was surprisingly different from The Road, I find. But not they have some similarities, especially in the writing style and the way the story progresses. But mostly these two books are completely different. So let's just jump right in. I think the prose of Cormac McCarthy is one of the most unique ones I've ever read. Starting off with the fact that they do dialogue in a very weird manner. I tried to find. Yeah, look. If there's something missing, like dialogue punctuation and stuff, there's missing like those commas and stuff. I don't know how you say those stuff, but yeah, very weird way of doing dialogue. And also, like, a ton of times Cormac McCarthy goes on to these like rambles of just of descriptions of like the topography of the place, the geography of the place they're walking through and stuff. And it's very sometimes it gets a bit too much, I feel. But other than that, I think this book has a very unique, but overall generally cool and good vibe to it. And also cements its like dark sort of very dramatic, tense sort of vibe. But I forgot to mention, what is Blood Meridian even about? So Blood Meridian is basically not the adventures, I would say, just a story of the kid. They never explicitly mentioned the name of the kid. It's just some random person in the Wild West. And yeah, book is a Western, though I wouldn't really classify it per se because of what I'm about to tell you. But basically, this kid is in the Wild West, and he joins this gang of scalp hunters. Basically, these people are recruited by the government to go to Mexico and cut off Indian scalps. And yeah, this book, very violent. A lot of gory stuff happening in here. If you're someone who does not like violent stuff happening to poor people or something like that, this book is not for you. But yeah, even I was traumatized at some points with the like amount of brutality they have in this book. It's incredibly dark, and the atmosphere suits perfectly with all the stuff that's happening in the book. But for the most part, it's a very enjoyable read. I do not think I understood quite well some parts of the book. Maybe because I'm just stupid, or just the fact that Cormac McCarthy's like sort of vocabulary is too rich for me. But yeah, at some points I felt like a bit confused. I even searched up the ending because I was like a bit confused. But when I realized what actually happened, I was even more shocked. There's a lot of like, I feel like I'm not understanding the main themes of the story. I feel like there's still stuff that the author is telling me that I just don't get. But other than that, it's very enjoyable. My one complaint would be that this book lacks proper characters. I mean, the kid is a great character, I find, even though he does not get that much time. Like, most of the time it's just focused on the gang itself, the adventures of the gang. Once again, not adventures because it's not exactly happy. But yeah, it's mostly just focused on the gang and the relationship with each other and blah blah blah. But other than that, other than the kid, there's obviously the main antagonist, Judge Holden, which I think is one of the most terrifying villains I've ever seen. He's just pure evil, man. You do not want to know what he does in this book, unless you want to read it, of course. But other than that, I find most of the characters, especially those in the gang, lack a lot of personality. They're really just one-dimensional, like ruthless killers. That's all. That's all they have. Other than that, you really don't see much of their personality. I don't remember exactly the names of them, but yeah, that's basically all they do. They just kill. They are just there to talk to the main character, occasionally say a bad word or two, leave a bit of backstory for the judge, and that's it. That's all they do. But other than that, I think this book was great. I really enjoyed the story. It's very unique messaging, I think that's how you say it. But also the overall vibes of this book suited me very well. Um, Once again, a very unique book. I have this is like one of my first experiences with like these sorts of books, if you know what I mean. Uh, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think the sort of it's just great. But I think just the fact that the characters were very underdeveloped will sort of put it lower than my other reviews. So I would say I would give this one a 8.5 out of 10. It's getting kind of funny because now all my reviews are in descending order because Misery was 9.5, 11/22/63 was 9, and then this one is 8.5. But probably it'll get better or worse, depends. Currently, I'm reading two books. One for my personal pleasure, Mistborn. I'm like 100 pages in. I love it. It's like already. I think this is like a 10. This might get the 10 mark. This is the 10. But also we have a project in French where we have to analyze a French book, not like a translation to English or something from English, and it has to be published from 2019 and plus. And so I chose this book. It was like one of my only options. I just went to the library and picked whatever. And it's called Le Protocole de l'Extinction. This one I'm not enjoying that much, to be honest. And I'll probably leave a review, or I can even put, because the whole thing is we have to make a video about a review of this. So maybe I can even just leave the French review of me talking about this on my YouTube page. But yeah, I'm not really enjoying that one. Like a 10 and a 5, maybe. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.